This show has been brought to you in part by Shipyard Brewing Company. Welcome to the Chef's Kitchen. I'm your host, Tina Marie, and we are here in Kennebunkport at the Fine Living Festival with our favorite chef, Tony Clark, back again. It's wonderful to have you here.
You can't get rid of me.
No, we can't. We're not getting rid of you. We're not getting rid of you. And of course, our special guest, Mike Cody from Bar Harbor Foods. It's wonderful and an honor to have you here on our set today.
Pleasure to be here.
And showcasing some of your
You say it's a pleasure now.
It's a pleasure. Wait until I put you to work, right?
Exactly.
But it really is a pleasure to be using some of your wonderful ingredients. I was just sniffing your clam juice here, and I swear I could be sitting on the rocky beach of Kennebunkport, really. I mean, the smell of the sea is great. And this is actually an award-winning clam juice.
Absolutely. Look at it. It's nice and clear and clean and very flavorful.
In fact, you're going to be making for us a recipe that you're famous for, your pizza.
I am. I mean, this is absolutely a crowd pleaser. I mean, I make this up at camp, and I just can't make enough of it.
You make it at
People
camp?
love it. I make it at camp. People
Yes.
love it. They can't get enough. Yeah.
So what are you using? What of your
Well,
products
I'm
are
going
you
to be
using?
using our clam chowder, and this is a really easy product to prepare in your home, and it's as easy as this. You open the can.
It's as easy as this.
Exactly.
You open the can.
I love that.
Right?
Wow, this is not my can opener. Okay.
Now, you're based in Whiting, Maine.
In Whiting,
correct?
Maine, and right on Holmes Bay.
We're showcasing some of your soups and your clam juices today, but you have a lot of products in your
We do.
company,
It's a
correct?
very, very broad portfolio. What we have here today is basically our cooking stocks and our clam juice, and of course we're showing you our clam chowder.
Right.
I do a whole line of sauces, bisques, I do a whole line of chowders, we do a whole line of canned fish, we
Wonderful.
even can Maine lobster. So we do
Wow.
a lot of shelf-stable products, about 40 different products that we produce under the Bar Harbor name.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
And I see, Tony, you're busy as a beaver over here. What do you have going
Listen, first of all, I'm starting with a little haddock.
Right,
I'm in
good.
Maine, I'm in Maine, you know?
on? You're inspired.
But I started with the clam stock and seafood stock. You ever hear that stuff?
Yeah, you know what? Bar
You can't
Harbor.
get this, but only in this can.
That's right.
That's it. So don't make this recipe unless you have this can. I put a little ginger in there.
Ginger.
A little chili peppers.
And our haddock chili.
Scallion.
Scallion.
A little celery onion.
Nice.
I put a little soy sauce. A little chili
Nice.
sauce. A little sesame oil.
And we're just going to kind of boil all this together. We're poaching our fish? Is
Yes,
this a
we're going
poached
to put it in
fish?
the oven.
Oh, we're putting it in the oven?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
We have it.
We have an
Why
oven.
not? We have a beautiful oven here at
Yeah,
Chase
let's
Hill.
use it, you know?
Let's use it.
Yeah, I'm turning
right?
it on. That's it.
Turn it on. Go ahead. You
That's
turn
it.
that oven on,
Thank you,
Tony.
Mom. It's already started.
Beautiful.
Already got it.
Look at this.
Oh, no, this is so easy.
So this is
All you're really doing here is spreading the clam chowder over the shell.
Okay.
You know, and I like to use, we use here a pre-prepared shell, but I like to use a real dough.
an authentic
Yeah, make it really
pizza dough.
nice and thin.
Yes.
And it's as simple as this. You've got the clam chowder on here. You've got the cheese.
And what
you just
kind of
spread
cheese
that
are you
on there.
using?
This is just a pizza cheese.
Pizza
This happens
cheese?
to be a 4-blend pizza cheese that I
Good.
like to use. The secret weapon, a little bacon on there.
Ooh, bacon
It's
and clam
really
chowder
nice
is
and
a natural
savory.
marry.
And I'll tell you, it just is absolutely
Can I steal a little piece of bacon? I love
divine.
bacon.
Yeah,
You
this
can't
is
resist
good
bacon.
stuff.
So now, Tony,
Yes.
what's going on here? You got another pot?
Yes, that's the Newburgh sauce.
The Newburgh sauce. Very
And-
nice.
And I like to add a little. You ready for that, Bubba?
I'm ready to
Oh,
go.
look how beautiful that looks. Now, is
Want
that
to
from
flip
the
it up in
oven?
the air?
No, not me.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Just as it is? No pan, nothing?
Just as it is, you can put it right on the rack.
Right on the rack.
You can put it on a pizza stone. I like to use a pizza stone at home.
Yeah, so do I. Stay tuned for more from the Fine Living Festival. We're back with more from the Fine Living Festival.
Mike, if I could have that half and
Half and
half.
half?
You got
The
it.
other half. No, I'm
The
sorry.
other half of that half.
Yeah, be looking for it.
He's the other half.
Better half. So you making this cocktail here? This,
Oh, you want me to make a cocktail?
Well, I
That's
mean-
right.
I mean,
You had laid
listen,
out all the ingredients. I'm the cocktail lady.
The first 15 shows you were there for your beauty. Now it's time to work. Okay?
Now I'm the bartender,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
So now, this is called the Bloody Caesar,
Correct.
right? And you're going to tell me how to make the Bloody Caesar,
Oh,
right,
absolutely.
Mike? Okay.
Yeah, you know, I'll tell you, it's like making a Bloody Mary. You start off, and of course, you've got your vodka in there if that's your favorite.
Right. So, and then
I
what do
like
we
to
add?
use a vegetable juice,
Okay.
and so then I'll add the vegetable juice.
Right. So this is
Into the
available
pitcher.
in any grocery store. We're going to add the entire pitcher?
Yeah, you can do that. And to me, the secret weapon, the most important thing is, of course, some really good horseradish.
Newburgh sauce. I put a little half and half, some asparagus, some what we call peaky-toe crab or Jonah crab.
Peaky-toe crab, that's right. What's
Yeah,
next?
I would do the double dose of, double dash, I should say, of the Worcestershire.
sauce?
I like a really beefy Bloody Mary.
Okay, nice.
And then the last ingredients to top it off to make it a Bloody Caesar would be your clam juice.
A wonderful
Yeah.
clam juice. So do you want me to add the whole bottle?
Please? No, I just add really
right
up
here?
to the neck.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. You're there.
Am I good? All right.
Stir it. Pour it
Now we
over
have
ice.
ourselves a
You're ready to
beautiful
go.
drink. Tony,
Yes.
be still my heart. What is going on here?
I'm rocking it and rolling.
This is, you have
Okay.
some lobster, you have some beautiful baby carrots,
Yes.
you have some
Here it
spring
is.
onions, you have some peas, and
The lobster was just picked out of the ocean today.
There you go with the lobster
My
stock.
man.
No, I
So we
didn't
just
get
had a
it.
little lobster stock,
okay.
which you can't buy anywhere.
You're actually located on a lot of grocery store shelves now.
We're going to find supermarkets across the U.S. as well as natural food stores, so we're pretty well available in about 28% of grocery stores U.S. at this point.
Good.
And growing fast.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that looks beautiful, Mike, your pizza.
We're really rocking and rolling.
Wonderful. We have our beautiful bread bowl here.
Got it.
And this is
Thanks,
actually
Mike.
going to be almost like the bowl for our lobster Newburgh
Yes,
dish
yes.
here, right? Our soup is boiling away.
We're doing good. We're gonna add some scallops to that.
Good.
Little poached scallops.
We're going actually from breakfast to lunch to dinner today, all with your products, all from with Bar Harbor. This is probably pretty much done at this
That's
point.
it. And I'm just gonna put a little ricotta cheese on top.
Oh, ricotta. What
Yeah.
a nice touch.
Ah.
So this dish is done, our
Right.
frittata, our seafood frittata.
And this is with the clam broth and the fish broth with all
Yes.
the spices. And we're just gonna pour some of this on top.
Some of the juice on top. How nice would that be? Some of that crusty bread
Yeah.
too, right?
Some pickled ginger.
Another beautiful
Swung
dish
in.
completed.
We're ready to do this one. What I like about this, it soaks in the bread.
Oh yeah, so that bread gets all that nice, beautiful juice. And how lucky we are to enjoy a fine array of dishes, all with a gourmet twist, all with a different kind of a twist, made all with Bar Harbor foods.
Mike, try that bass over there. I got a fork right over there. I mean, that haddock.
Now this pizza was made using your clam chowder. Really easy recipe.
Oh, it's
Phenomenal.
simple.
This is the clam chowder.
Yes.
Now what was made, this was
Baby
using,
corn, potatoes, little bacon.
and then we used the clam chowder, the Bar Harbor clam chowder as our base. This is so intriguing. The presentation of this, you get an A+ for that with the bread bowl. Now this is made with the lobster Newburgh, is that correct?
And the lobster stock.
And the lobster stock, okay. So
Unbelievable. His scallops.
why not just go for
Wow.
a nice piece of lobster, right? We are in Maine, and why not enjoy it?
Break bread together.
Break bread together, I like that.
There you go, Mike.
Oh, wow.
I'm hooking you up.
Really
Watch out
great
for the
flavor in
drips.
that.
I hear the guy that owns this table is cozy.
So now we have a marvelous frittata, and tell me about, you also used the Newburgh on this frittata, correct? And what else was in this?
Peaky-toe crab meat,
Right.
asparagus, and ricotta cheese.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. For our soup, right?
Yes, miso soup with wakimi and shiitake mushrooms and scallops with the fish broth.
We use the fish broth in this. Okay, the fish broth that you can only get it from Bar Harbor.
You can't buy it nowhere else. I don't care what anybody says. It either comes in a powder or
Very
whatever.
clean, Asian accent to that.
Yeah, well,
Really clean and really nice. This is the haddock, and you used the clam juice in this?
the clam juice and fish
And the fish
seafood stock.
And the seafood stock, okay.
But it really does the job for you when you have a good
This
product.
has an Asian flair to it too. But nice little spicy kick
Yeah, a
to
little
it.
kick to it.
Yeah. Mike Cody, thank you so much for
Absolute
being on our
pleasure.
show. It's been
Thank
such a
you.
pleasure working
Oh, it's
with
been
your
great.
product. Thank you for a
Yep.
marvelous day in the Chef's Kitchen.
We'll be right back with more from the Fine Living Festival.
We're back at the Fine Living Festival here in beautiful Kennebunkport, Maine, celebrating all art forms, and in many forms actually, fine art and culinary art and music. And today, we are so proud to have with us Mr. Steve Corey. Our director's favorite restaurant is 555, your restaurant in Portland, Maine.
I'm going to do a dish today, which I did the last time that our director was in. The dish is Eggs in a Nest. There's a whimsical name to it, as there are many menu items at the restaurant. We're going to farm fresh eggs that we picked up at the market yesterday, and then caviar, American sturgeon caviar, beautiful product that's being farm raised. We will begin with this monster,
Wow.
which is celery root.
Celery root.
You see it at the market. A lot of people will attempt to go at it with this, which
Yes.
is just kind of a nightmare.
Laborious.
So I'm going to treat it like you would a melon, per se.
Okay.
And take the top off of it.
So that's actually considered the top.
That was
All
the
right.
stalk end.
Okay.
The celery would come out of this end. This would be below the ground. So
Good. The bulb.
the bulb.
Okay.
Yes. And it is just the root of celery. And then just kind of peel it around.
Oh, much easier
Much
than going
easier.
about it
Serrated
with a
knife.
peeler.
We're going to make a puree out of it today, which will act as a sauce. It's a beautiful sauce for fish. It goes very well with beef as well. Has an earthy flavor that's subtly reminiscent of celery.
Celery.
Yeah, you
Yes.
can certainly.
The aroma is wafting up to me now. I can smell it. It's very, very nice. And you don't need to boil it beforehand or anything?
I'm going to simmer it
Okay.
in fresh cream, heavy cream. We're just going to cover this.
And that's just heavy cream.
Yep,
Good.
just fresh cream. It will simmer for 25, 30 minutes until it's tender.
We're looking for fork tenderness, like
Yeah.
a potato?
Yeah,
Similar?
exactly.
Okay, so this
This
is the finished
product.
product right here.
Yeah.
Very nice.
You
And
can
now, does
see
this
it's
require any
beautiful,
seasoning?
rich, velvety. It does. We'll taste this and season it just with salt. We're going to turn this
Yes.
into that. This will be our
Ah,
nest.
this is our nest?
so to speak. It's strictly
love it.
Yukon gold potato, which we just peel. So
Okay.
this is a rotary slicer. It's a Japanese vegetable machine,
Wonderful.
which will make nice work out of this. So you just basically slop that onto there,
Rotary slicer, very
jam it on, and
sort of like a mandolin in its slicing, but definitely a different procedure.
yeah, same idea. There's a little tooth
Oh, and here we
there.
go.
Yeah,
Look at these, and look how beautifully they come out.
just apply a little
Do
bit
you
of pressure
use this for other things besides this particular dish?
here. We do, just
You could
garnishes
even,
mostly.
You could even make beautiful zucchini ribbons,
Yeah,
right?
beets go through here very nicely, add some real nice color to a dish. Basically anything, so. And there you have it. This then is just fried in vegetable oil and until it's crispy and tender like that.
So now what do we do with our beautiful eggs?
So these eggs, when they had the shell on them, we just left them out for about 30 minutes at room temperature.
Okay.
To temper them. Then they went into just gently boiling water for 5 minutes.
Exactly
For this
5. It's
size
important to keep
egg.
to 5 minutes.
Well, the size is going to determine how long they're going to cook for.
I see.
The intention is to set the white and leave the yolk
Right.
runny.
We're not looking for hard-boiled eggs.
Not
That's very
hard-boiled
important.
eggs.
Okay.
Soft-boiled egg. Take them out of boiling water after 5 minutes, plunge them in ice water, and then peel them. And then you get to this stage, which you can see is kind of
Yes.
wobbly and
Kind of wobbly, soft.
And then we're just going to drop them in here to warm them through. And we're just going to put a pool of this down here.
I can't wait to taste that.
Nice and velvety. So there you can see.
Oh yes,
beautiful.
here we go. This is what we're looking for, the
Yeah.
consistency.
That's it. It's the yolk has just started to set.
Yes.
The rest of it is runny, and the white is completely,
Completely cooked.
yeah, which is very
And
important.
5 minutes does it.
Here is the caviar. And as I said, it's just
yes.
American sturgeon.
So appropriate for the Fine Living Festival for you to be preparing a dish like this, as you
Well,
were
that's-
stating
you asked-
earlier. It's just a marvelous coastal seaside village festival. In fact, we have a beautiful piece of art right here in our set. Jonathan
Fantastic.
Eiton is the artist who completed this work. So realistic, it almost looks like a photograph.
And then just a little bit of truffle oil. We'll just
Okay. I dropped some. That's wonderful. Just a beautifully executed dish.
thank you.
Steve Corey, it's been such a pleasure to have you on the show
Well,
today,
nice to be
celebrating
here yet again.
fine living in Maine.
Stay tuned for more from the Fine Living Festival. We now return to the Chef's Kitchen at the Fine Living Festival.
We're here in Kennebunkport enjoying the Kennebunkport Fine Living Festival, and now I'm joined by Chef Mark Orfale from Pigalle Restaurant in Boston, and you're going to create for us a very unique dish using some pasta, some squid ink pasta, correct?
That is correct.
Yes.
So this is a classic vongole dish from Italy. This is just when you think of clam and white sauce, this is basically where it originated from. It's just a manila clam they use in Italy, extra virgin, rosa.
Right, of course.
Of course.
Love.
What else would we be using? Sliced garlic, white wine, little chili flake, olive oil to finish. That's it. So this is a
Okay.
spin that I've done with that.
Very good.
So I'm using little neck clams from Pat Woodbury, Cape Cod.
We know him as being renowned in the
That is
guy
correct.
to use.
So for this, I'm going to do
You do some extra virgin olive oil on a hot
extra
pan.
virgin, like medium hot, not too hot. It's a little bit of smoky bacon.
Good.
And I used some of the pork lard. Like any onion, I'm going to use the bottom first. So this, in essence, is my garlic. I'm not going to use.
Okay.
I'm not using conventional garlic, and this is really great. It has a really great sweet.
I can smell the
aroma to
sweetness
it. Yeah, it's
actually
really
as you
nice.
put it in there. I can
So
smell it.
those are the ramps, and you actually don't even have to. They can be cut a little bit larger. And this is some of the garlic scapes. There's also green garlic. There's also torpedo onions. There's
Oh,
a lot
I
of.
love the aromas coming from this. Going to add our clams
I'm
at
going
this
to
point?
add the clams.
I really like how you're using some unusual ingredients.
So next, I'm going to deglaze with a little white wine.
Good.
Okay. I'm going to bake this in the oven for a minute, and it will allow the clams to pop open, and I won't have to keep it on the stove.
And as you're working right here,
Okay,
since
great.
it is Festival of Fine Living here in Kennebunkport, we all are celebrating our artists in many forms, not just our chefs, but our visual artists as well. We're proud to have you, Jonathan Eichman, here as our celebrated artist for today. I've never seen anything like this before. Please tell us about your work and your inspiration.
Well, I've been painting for about 11 years and professionally for about 9. I'm inspired by the challenge of taking objects, whether it be objects from nature or flowers or food or even antiques, and then putting them together in a composition.
Beautiful. I love your work. I've never seen anything quite like it.
Well, thank you.
And I'm pleased to know that you will be joining us for the tasting when Chef is finished.
Yes, looking forward to it.
Wonderful. We'll see you back then.
Thank you.
Jonathan. Okay. So what do we have going on now? Our dish is in the oven, right?
Right.
Or-
Well, I just pulled it out.
Oh,
and
wonderful. So we have opened, our clams have opened up
Our
then?
clams are open. We have some salted boiling water.
These clams look great.
These are really great. Great
So
flavor.
nice and simply prepared.
Great flavor.
Love how the shells catch some of that great
Yep,
juice.
absolutely. So this is squid ink pasta. and
Have
this
you
is
made that in your restaurant?
This is from the restaurant. This is just a basic pasta recipe that
Yes.
when the olive oil, eggs, and water, we just add some of the squid ink to it and then fold the flour in.
Okay.
They're very easy, actually.
Very popular. It makes a very dramatic
does make a
presentation
very-
on a plate.
Here's some beautiful ramp tops I'm going to use.
Okay.
And as I was saying before, these are pea tender leaves.
Yes.
So these are the top of the pea plant.
pea
And you can
plant.
find these in most Asian markets. If you ever go to an Asian restaurant, these are I think they refer to them as pea pod stem.
And what kind of flavor does it impart?
It's kind of
Mild?
a spinachy
Oh, okay.
vegetarian. I mean, they're really, really great. I like them in if you just do
Very
straight
delicate.
sesame. They are very delicate.
Very delicate.
So we
So you
picked the
have
leaves
these.
for this, and
Good.
then I'm also going to. This is just some squid that I've char grilled and sliced thinly. So I'm going to add that. A little of this to the pasta. So you're going to have a really great
Wonderful.
balance of a little bit of smoke, a little bit of the
I
flavor
like how
from
you
the
sliced it nice and thin
a little
like
bit
that,
of flavor
too.
from the ramp, and that's going to really melt in with the pasta.
Yes.
I'm going to finish this with just
Some butter.
a little bit of butter. Don't tell anyone. When I do cook pasta dishes, I like them to be just a little bit different than if they were just in a
Oh, look how
Italian.
beautiful. Jet
See-
black that comes out.
Yeah, it's really cool. I think it makes for just a little bit of a more neater presentation.
Yeah, so you're going to put the pasta right over. Oh, look how beautiful.
Right in the middle.
Oh, I love it. And I
Okay.
really love this shells catching all that great juice and
And then
broth.
we're going to make sure that we get some of the beautiful pea leaves and bacon.
Little olive oil to finish it
Oil
off.
and finish. We can't get enough of that rose olive
Oh, I
oil.
know.
A little more scallion to finish.
Beautiful dish.
And that's it.
I'm actually going to go straight for the clam.
That's the best part.
I think it is anyway. And then I'm going to go for pasta.
Again,
This
these
is
Pat Woodbury
wonderful.
clams, they have great juice. I mean, the juice alone makes for just like a really wonderful sauce.
And-
You could just eat that. They're great as if you want to make like a great roasted clam, like a clam casino kind of thing. They're really good.
That clam is spectacular, so juicy. Jonathan Eichman, how wonderful to have you on the show here. What an honor for us to have such a celebrated artist on our show.
an honor for me.
How can we keep up with what you're doing with your? I know you have a blog.
I do. I have a blog spot. It's jonathanightonblogspot.com. And
Wonderful.
it's a working diary. It shows paintings that I'm working on at different stages, but also finished work too.
And another artist.
Hello.
Mark Orfali from Pagal. You are a wonderful, wonderful chef.
Thank you so much.
It's been marvelous having you back on the show.
You know, all the training I did with Evan over the years has finally paid off.
It
so
honed
I'm
in,
really
right?
happy
He
with
honed
it.
your skills.
That's
But
right.
we've enjoyed having you both, enjoying fine living here in Kennebunkport, no better place on earth than Maine. And now I'm joined by Alan Pugsley of Shipyard Brewery, longtime sponsor of the Chef's Kitchen, and you're going to share a very nice brew for us today.
Yeah, we're going to do Shipyard Export Ale.
Export
It's
Ale.
the flagship beer of the brewery.
Yes, very, very popular.
Yep, it's a Canadian-style golden ale. And uses pale ale malt,
Okay.
a hint of crystal, which will give the beer just a coppery hue in a dimly lit pub or restaurant.
Oh, I love your description of it. Nice copper hue.
And the hops we use are American hops, Cascade, Willamette, classic American hops grown from the Pacific Northwest. And then we finish it with a Tettnang hop for an aroma on the beer.
Oh, very nice.
5.1% alcohol. And again, a Canadian style.
And what
golden
kind
ale.
of food can this be paired with?
This can be paired with it's good with fish, chicken, salads. You know, it doesn't really want to go with really rich foods.
So it's a lighter ale.
It's a lighter product. It's well balanced. It's about 28 BUs, which means it's not too bitter. It's a little malty up front, a little sweetness goes through, then
Yes.
cuts dry with a nice hop balance through the middle of it.
Beautiful. Shall we taste?
Let's taste it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I like it. It's got a very pleasing taste, not
Yep.
bitter at all.
A nice little maltiness through the middle.
Very
little
light.
Little hint of sweetness.
Little hint of
And
sweetness.
then the hops offsets that, so it's and then finishes out nice and dry.
Thank you so much for
Thank
that
you.
beautiful tasting.
Cheers.
Flowers on the set provided by Florent Flowers and Design. Allow Florent to make your wedding or special occasion truly unique. Florent, Kennebunk's premier floral designs.
The award-winning Shipyard Brewing Company invites you to Maine for a brewing vacation. Learn to brew with our professional brewers at the Kennebunkport Brewing Company at Federal Jack's Restaurant and Brew Pub, where Shipyard first began. You'll spend a full day brewing in the heart of the picturesque coastal village of Kennebunkport. Then travel to Portland for a personal tour of Shipyard Brewing Company, led by an experienced brewer. As part of your package, you'll sample our award-winning ales and food. Visit shipyard.com and call 1-800-BREW-ALE today for more information.